Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. It's Tuesday, which means new comics are hitting bookstores all across the world. They've already been out in comic shops for a few weeks now, but now's your chance to get it at places like Amazon, Barnes & Noble, if you don't have a comic shop near you. Now, Marvel's hooked us up with one of their releases this day. It is Black Panther, the complete collection by Reginald Hudlin. This is Volume 2, collects issues number 19 through 34, and the annual one, of course, by Hudlin, illustrated by Scot, Eaton, Manuel, Garcia, Turnbull, Marcus Toe, Francis Portela, Andrea, Vito, CAFU, Ken Lashley, and Larry Stroman. It's from about like the 2005-2006 era. It should be about 2006 or so, based off of the issues. So, this packs a lot in. There's $39.99. This has got a lot in here as far as issues that are covered and material and stuff like that. It goes back, we're talking over a decade ago of comics. And it's interesting because, there is a whole bunch of arcs in this collection. It's generally the era when Storm and Black Panther were married, the Civil War was going on, the OG, original Civil War was going on in the Marvel Universe, other stuff with Thanos and the Undead Marvel Zombie Universe, when that was like a huge thing. Fantastic Four is in there. So what I think is really kind of interesting in this trade is the fact that it captures kind of so much of the time and how much has changed since then. A lot of it holds up, a lot of it's still fantastic. A little bit kind of is, you kind of had to be reading during the time for it all to kind of like click. Civil War stuff, especially if you weren't if you're not familiar with the Civil War story, that might not be for you. It's also kind of odd with the Storm relationship. That's not really something that's going on today, though it gets referenced every so often. So yeah, this is a solid collection. Obviously, if you are looking for Reginald Hudlin's writing on Black Panther, there's no better way to collect this, basically. If you haven't read it, you want it all in one nice collection. This is Volume 2. It's going to cover you for quite a lot. Obviously, you should start with Volume 1. So Volume 2's got you for covering a lot. And, it's kind of the time, basically. Would I recommend this for someone who's just jumping into Black Panther? Probably not. There's other things I'd probably have them start. But if someone wants to read Black Panther comics, has read a lot of stuff, kind of wants to catch up, this is definitely a thing to get. I'm not going to knock that at all. This is one I'd recommend in the kind of bigger scheme of things, allowing people easy access to the Black Panther universe. And that's what this really is an easy way to collect a bunch of comics that are over a decade old. So in that, fantastic. As I said, some of the issues are kind of tied with the time, Civil War especially. Fantastic Four hasn't really been a thing for quite a while. The marriage has been dissolved for quite a while. I can't even think of how long that is. So there's just a lot in here that doesn't quite jive with today's Marvel Universe. So that might throw off new readers a little bit. But big picture, stories are entertaining, really fun, really great reads. And Reginald Hudlin, fantastic creator. So, in that sense, awesome. As I said, the artists, there is a lot of artists, so there's all sorts of different styles in this. And it kind of runs the gamut when it comes to that. Some of it's absolutely fantastic, and some of it is not so much. So we got, styles like this. There is, I think that's some cool art. I was flipping through earlier, and there's stuff I wasn't quite as digging. We'll show off some of the Civil War age. I'm not necessarily quite into this style. There's nothing necessarily wrong with it, but just not quite my thing. And just later on, we got this. So as you see, the art is kind of all over the place. And yeah, we got some really solid art. I kind of really dig this. So overall, is this one I would recommend first? No. If you're looking to collect Black Panther and want easy ways to collect it, then I highly recommend this. As far as extras, of course, we've got covers of the various issues that are in here. Cover. And then in the back, we've got a lot of back material, which is actually pretty cool. So there is a little bit about Civil War, Reginald Hudlin discussing that, and we get some cool sketches You can see the process of creating some of the art, which I actually really dig. So you can go get this now out in comic stores and bookstores. Want to thank Marvel for hooking us up with this. Now, first and foremost, go to your comic shop to go get this. There's a link. Put in your zip code. If the shop is not near you, then we've got some affiliate links. They are affiliate links, so we do get a bit. Now, if you're into Black Panther, comics, Marvel in general, you can hit us up every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy. Until next time, as always, thanks for watching. Keep reading those comics, make my Marvel, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.